Good evening and welcome to Monday evening's Freestyle Fitness Yoga. So we are going to start seated anywhere you want. If you find that you're kind of slumping, you can always sit back against the wall. You can sit back against your settee. If you need to prop your hips up, prop your hips. You don't have to sit cross-legged. You can sit straight-legged. You can sit on a chair. It doesn't really matter. We're going to do a bit of a breathing meditation at the same time, and again at the end of the session I will get you to do this again, and again you can do it sitting up and watch the flames, or you can lie down and you can still do the same breathing exercise but from a lying down position. And I want you to sort of see how you feel at different points and then getting you onto a more meditative afterwards, because this is a nice start to help you meditate, but it's also a nice way of letting the body wind down as well. So we're going to, it's called 9-round breathing, and it's a nice way to start meditation. It's a kind of alternate breathing. So we're going to breathe firstly up our left nostril for 3 breaths, then we're going and down through our right. We're then going to do up our right nostril and out through our left, and then we're going to breathe up both nostrils and out through both nostrils, and we're going to do 3, so it ends up doing 9 rounds. But as we're breathing, we're going to think about different things. So as we're breathing up we're going to sort of imagine our body as transparent, and we're going to try and breathe in some thoughts and out some thoughts. So as we breathe up through our left nostril, we're going to breathe in a nice white light, and as we breathe, up our left nostril, and as we breathe down our right nostril, we're going to breathe out any of our obsessions with material things, with the internet, with gossip, anything like that. When we change over, we're going to again breathe in a white light through our right nostril and breathe out anger and hatred through our left nostril. Then as we breathe in through both nostrils, again, we're going to feel that white light coming in. And as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out through our central of our eyebrow, and we're going to breathe out ignorance. But I'm going to talk us back through those as we go. So, sit yourself down, get yourself nice and relaxed. So we're going to start by blocking our right nostril, breathing out, and then we're breathing in through the left nostril. Imagine a white light being sucked into the body and filling up the body. We're going to close the nostril, holding this white light in. We're going to think about our obsessions, our bad behaviour, and as we breathe out, imagine a black smoke coming out through the right nostril, taking all our obsessions, all our bad behaviour. We're doing 3 of these. So we're going to change. We're going to breathe our white light up our right nostril. We're going to feel it, thinking about all our anger, all our hatred, and breathe it out through our left nostril in a black smoke. 2 more. Now we're going to breathe in through both nostrils, bringing in that white light through both nostrils. And as we breathe out through the center of the eye, we're going to breathe out all our ignorance, all our insecurities. So hopefully this will help to relax the body. From here, we're going to bring ourselves up to standing. So we're going to stretch our neck. So breathing out, breathing in, moving that head in all the directions it's meant to go. And all these movements, as you're breathing in and breathing out, remember, try and breathe out any of them insecurities that come into your head. And let's do side to side. Any pain that you feel, anything that doesn't feel right, as you're breathing out, breathing out. Breathe in healing, relaxation, compassion. And let's go side to side. And back to centre. We're going to do forward, backwards. Remember, you can do the arm action if you want, but you don't have to. So reaching back, and we're doing 8. So I'm bringing my arms over. Bring it down. Let's go and twist. and bring it back to center. So we're going to reach to the side and over. Pushing them hips. And bring it down. Lovely. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Cat-cow 4 times. Little fingers changing positions each time. If you want, twist the hand. Bend the knees. And tuck, push, breathing out. Breathing in. Taking the spine in the opposite direction. And bring it down. So keeping them knees bent, let's move the hips forwards and backwards. Thinking about our bowl moving forwards and back. Doesn't matter how far it goes. And bringing it back and up to the side. And bring it to center. Take it round in a circle. And then in the opposite direction. And bring it in. Bring yourself up onto your thigh. Forwards and backwards with the leg. And then out to the side. Bring it down, shift the weight, and to the other leg. And to the side. Bring it down. We're taking it chair into diver stretch, so up onto our tiptoes 4 times, making sure that the knees stay in line with your hips. Hands here, 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 or here. Okay, up to you. So we're tilting the pelvis back, sitting back, breathing out. Breathing in, lifting up. last one. Bring the heels down. Let's take it into a half bend. Breathing in. Remember, bend the knees if you need to. Think about your back. So we're breathing in, taking the arms apart, swan diving to a forward bend, head down, lift the head, breathe in. 3 more. So we're going to take it to a forward bend with a twist, starting with our right hand, hands down to the floor. Breathe in, lift the right hand to the ceiling. And out, bringing it down, in, to the left, out, lift up. 3 more of these. So we're coming off. We're going to step the legs wide, hands out, ricochet. Left hand to right leg, pulling. Right hand to left leg, pulling. Hands on each leg, pull yourself through your legs. Breathe in, lift up. Remember, bend the knees if your body tells you. 3 more. Last one. Jump in. Let's bring ourselves into mountain pose and get ready for our sun salutation. Remember, step or jump, it's up to you. Here we go. Last one. Lovely. So, let's take ourselves into our flow. I meant to go straight into it from there, but never mind. So, let's take ourselves down. Bring ourselves back to down dog. Stay here, a couple of breaths here. We're going to start with our right foot. Lifting. Stepping it through our hands. Blocking or dropping our back leg. Let's take it up. Warrior one. Open them arms. Spin the body, but keep the legs where they are. Reach forward. And over to side angle pose. Straighten the front leg. Take it into a triangle, lifting that arm up to the ceiling. We're bending the knee. We're taking it back into a reverse warrior. We're turning on the back foot. We're pushing our hands back. We're stepping up into aeroplane. We're bending the front knee, stepping back to down dog. Now remember, you can take this flow at your own pace. So you can go fast with me or you can hold it, stay in position longer if you like it. Here we go, other side. Lifting. Warrior one. Warrior two. Side angle pose. Triangle pose. Reverse warrior. Aeroplane. Down dog. Okay. I'm not talking now. Flow. One more. We're bringing ourselves back to down dog, down to child. Let yourself relax down. Have a breather. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's lovely to float, to let your body go. Turn some music on. Put it to anything. Cameo, anything. So, we're going to bring ourselves up to standing. Now we're going to start to work our shoulders. We're taking our hands behind. We're taking our feet a little bit wider than our hips. We're going to go forward, lift our arm up, and you can bend your left knee and bring your left shoulder towards it and look up to the right. And then swapping sides. You don't have to do that. You can just keep the hands where they are and just enjoy that. You can move the shoulders. You can do whatever you really want to do down here. Just getting the shoulders, trying to let the shoulders lift. It's just giving you different ideas, thinking about where you can feel it. So it'll be them hamstrings, pulling back through the chest. Then we're going to bend the knees, lift the head, let the hands drop, and bring ourselves up. Undo. Give your shoulders a shake. Now I do like to do it twice, but I've also got to get through everything, so. So we're going to use, if you've got a band, grab a band. Remember, it doesn't have to be a band. It can be somebody's tie. Anything you've got available. Just going to lift that up a little bit so you can see my shoulders. So you're going to have anything, even if you've got a broom, the broom will do, the mop, anything. Just so that you can have your arms just slightly wider than your shoulders. And it's better if it can be, if it's not elasticy. But if you need it elastic, you can have elasticy. You're going to bring it up and reach it back as far as it'll go. Bringing it back over. And reaching it back. Just seeing how far you can take that back. That's it. Now just be careful with your shoulder V. Listen to your shoulder, not me. And then we're going to kind of holding it back as far as it'll go. Just move side to side. So you're kind of back as far as it'll go. You're just going side to side to open up them side ribs. And then bring it back to centre. Bring it down. Give the shoulders a little shake. You're going to reach the arm up. Hold just underneath the elbow. You're pushing the right hand towards the right, but you're pulling with the left hand. And then relax. Bring the hand down. Again, try and pull the shoulder open. And if you can, get it right down at the shoulder joint. Pulling over. Now, it hasn't got much to do with this hand at the top. It's got all to do with that bent arm, stretching the backs of them arms and through the shoulder of the left hand. And then release, take the hand up, take both hands down, little finger going down. We're going to do the other side, so thumbs going up. Take the right hand now and grab below the elbow. Push the left hand to the left, pull the right hand towards the right. And then changing it down. Now if you find that you're losing or the blood feels like it's rushing from the hand, make a fist and that'll help the blood come back. Doesn't matter which way you do it, it's just what it feels like. So you've got your hands open and you feel the blood lift going away. It's like, yeah. Make a fist, pull the blood back. And then taking it down to the elbow joint if you can. Don't worry if you can't. And then back up to centre. Bring the other hand, little finger comes down. Give your shoulders a little shake. Lovely. So we're going to take it into tree pose. Am I doing tree? Yeah, I'll do tree and then we can do it. So, if we stand on one foot, make sure that you spread your toes out. Make sure the whole of the foot is pushing out. The same way we do with our hand, we're trying to push the toes, the tips of the toes down. We're trying to push just underneath the toes, the ball of the foot. We're trying to push that bit down. We're also trying to push all the way around the outer edge of the foot, but leaving a hole in the middle, which is our bridge. So there should be a hole there. So if you were to put your 2 feet together, they would be a bridge together with that in the middle. So it'd be your hand like that. But our feet are apart. But that's what we're trying to do with our foot. Tightening up our thighs, making sure the knees still bend. Pull the pelvic floor in, pull the abdominals in. Lift the foot, take it to wherever you want to go, doesn't matter. Now, you can keep your hands here, but because we're doing shoulders, if you can, bring your hands either to this position at the back or into back prayer. Pull the shoulders back, tuck the chin in, hold it here. And then bring the hands down and bring the foot down. So let's do the other side. Remember, it's up to you where your hands go. Stretching the toes out, getting that base ready, tightening up the thighs. Bring the foot up. Now, it's more to do with the balance that we're doing this. So pulling in the pelvic floor, tucking the chin in. And then bring it down. Take the arms out. So we're going to take it into some binding drills. I'm going to drop the camera a little so that you can see. You don't need to see my head. You need to see my legs. So if you take your legs slightly apart and you're bending your knees, you're taking your hands out. I'm going to turn slightly sideways. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to we're going to start with our right knee more so. So we're taking our left hand behind our back. Now if you've got a band, you might want to hold the band in there. It's going to the back. Now the right hand is coming down by the thigh, and you're trying to grab the band, and it has to be around your waist. You can't be bottom flossing. No bottom flossing. It has to be up by your thigh. If you can, you're trying to get hold of your hands. Just move it the other way. Get hold of your hands underneath or the band. You're then going to come back up. And we're going to do the other side. So we'll do this way. So we're going to the left leg. You're taking your right thumb with the band if you need to behind your back. The left one's coming down. You're going underneath. You're trying to grab. You're coming out. I'll do it backwards. We're going to the right. The left goes behind the back. We bend the knees. We grab the hands. We come up. And let's do the other side. One more. Bringing the hands down. So that's our binding. We're then going to take it into a inverted V, but we're going to use our block. So from standing, we're stepping 1 foot forward, so we're making a V shape. We're taking our hands above our head and we're stretching out so that we can get the block, if we need to touch the floor so that our body's nice and straight. If you can get your hands to the floor and keep the body pushing so that you're trying to get the chin past the knee, but keeping that back nice and straight. You don't want to curl the back. So if you, like I said, if you need to, you use that block to keep the back nice and straight. You're going to bend the knees and roll the body back up. We're going to step in the right foot back. We're going to take it to the left. Stretching up. Reaching forward, taking it down, keeping that back nice and straight. Imagine someone pulling your bum back so the weight is even between the 2 feet. Your head and your ears are between your arms. Bend the knees, roll up. Let's try one more. Lifting. Last one. and bend, roll up. Bring it back. So from here, we're just going to do a standing bind. You're going to lift the leg up, grab hold underneath the thigh and pull the leg in as close to you as possible. Shoulders back and down. And then bringing it down. Let's try the other side. Lift it, grab underneath, pull the leg in. Shoulders back and down. And bring it down. So let's take ourselves down onto the floor, into a forward bend, step or jump back to down dog, push back, bring the knees down, push into child. Come up from child onto your hands and knees. Step your right foot to the outside of your hands. Have your hands on the floor. Tuck your toe. Lift your back knee, your left knee, and just let your hips drop down in lizard. Stretching through the thighs on both sides. Let your elbows go down if you can. You can always put a block underneath if you find that's easier. We're going to let the back knee come down, hands down. Step back. Let's try the other side. So bringing the foot in. Tuck the toes. Lift the knee. Let the hip drop down. And bring it down. Relax back. Now let's do that one more time on each side. Stepping the leg in. Let the body drop down. And we're going to change. And let's bring it back. Sit back, relax. Get into child, let the head relax down. And then bring yourself back up. So, we're going into Bird of Paradise. But we're going to do the seated version and then we'll try and stand up and do the same thing. But we'll start off on the floor. It's much easier. We start with our right foot. if you need to, you use the band. Now it's the same thing we were doing earlier. You have one leg in, you're taking the hand with the band down and it's coming behind your back. So it's coming this way. Now if you need to, you can bring the band and bring it underneath your leg. So you've got the band here. You're going to take your hand and grab hold of your band, or if you can grab hold of your hand, you grab hold of your hand. Pulling the shoulders back, you're going to lift the foot off the floor. Now you can stay here, you can point or you can flex the foot, doesn't matter. You're pushing with your elbow to push back and you're looking in the opposite direction. Then you're seeing if you can straighten that leg. Again, it can point or flex, doesn't matter. Lovely. So you're bending the knee in, you're bringing the hand out. So let's try the other side. Pull that leg in, take the hand, thumb down, behind the back. Bring your band, if you need to, underneath so that you can grab hold of it. Remember, if you can grab your hands, grab your hands. Push the elbows back. So you're pulling them back as if you're doing back prayer. You're looking behind, you're lifting the foot. And you're seeing if you can straighten. Now the straightening is all to do with our hamstrings. They're either tight or weak. And then bring it down and relax. So, that was the seated version. You can stay seated and stay doing the seated version, or you can come up with me and we'll do the standing version. I'm going to change the camera and I'm going to bring it up actually. Move that up. Saves me doing all the camera movements. Don't again need to see my head. So, we're taking our feet apart. We're taking our left hand behind. We're bending and we're grabbing hold of our band underneath. We're stepping our left foot in. We're coming up onto our right foot. Then we're lifting it off the floor. We're pulling back. We're flexing the foot. I'm going to do that again from behind. So from behind, we're doing the same thing we did earlier, bending our knees, taking our hand in, reaching down. Then once we're here, we're stepping that left foot in and then lifting the toe of our right foot to get ourselves nice and even. And then we're lifting up. We're pulling the shoulders back. We're flexing the foot. Looking in the opposite direction. Pulling it in. Stepping down. I'm going to do it without the band this time from over side. Taking it down. Grabbing hold, stepping that right foot in, lifting up, pulling the shoulders back, looking in the opposite direction. Oh, the moon is beautiful. Sorry about that. I'm just turning and seeing the moon. It's amazing. Beautiful full moon tonight. And bringing it back down. How did we do? I wasn't looking, so I don't know. Right, let's bring So you're going to use your left hand, and that's actually pushing your bum down. Then your right hand's coming under, the shoulders going on the floor, the head's going on the floor. But the left hand is still pushing your body back, but you're letting your head drop down. Feel that's a lovely stretch through the side of the body. It also pulls out that shoulder. So we're going to pull the right arm out, lift it up in the air, bring it down onto our lower back and twisting in the opposite direction. And roll yourself back over. So now the right hand is pushing the bum down, the left hand is coming under, the head goes to the floor or to a block. You're pushing back with the right hand. Remember, if you want, you can always open up them legs so that your body just kind of flops in between. Again, we're rolling that left hand out. We're lifting it up. Feel that stretch through the thoracic part. Bring it down so the back of the hand's going onto the back. Pull the elbow, lift it up. And roll yourself back out. Roll yourself up. Take your right leg under, bring yourself all the way down. So remember, you can do the next bit, the relaxing bit, sitting up or lying down. I'm going to put the candle on so that you can focus on a candle. And I'm going to again go through that breathing exercise, the 9 breaths. But I also want you to, when I finish, we're going to go into the same thing we were doing last week, to focus on the breathing and the breath out, and to find that space on the breath out. Just letting the body relax down. Sometimes you may find it hard to settle down to meditate. Your mind will be racing with thoughts left over from the day and worries about tomorrow. The 9-round breathing is a great practice to help you make the mental transition between your busy life and your meditation session. If nothing else, it will help you to calm down and relax. You may also learn to visualize and experience the practice of purification. 9-round breathing is a wonderful pre-meditative practice, but try it anytime and anywhere to clear your mind and purify negative thoughts and calm your soul. So visualize your body as a complete, empty and transparent space. During the first round of breathing, inhale through your left nostril, keeping the right nostril closed. Imagine breathing in and filling your body with a pure white light. While exhaling, imagine that any obsessions with material possessions, with internet, with social media, imagine it leaving through your right nostril in the form of black smoke. Repeat this 3 times. And when you're ready, hold your left nostril closed and inhale the pure white light through your right nostril. And now you are clearing your anger and your hatred, which leave via your left nostril in the form of black smoke. Repeat 3 times. Once you're ready, breathe in the white light through both nostrils. Breathe out any ignorance or mental confusion in the form of black smoke. Imagine the smoke leaving your body at the point between your eyebrows. Repeat 3 times. And when you're ready, from this calm, centered and purified state, begin your meditative practice of spacious mind. Begin by focusing on your breath and counting on the out-breath. After a few minutes, stop counting the breath and simply focus on the out-breath. Another couple of minutes. Become aware of the calmness and the space that arises at the end of the out-breath. Let yourself float deeper and deeper into the feeling of space. Imagine your breath floating out into a vast area filled with light. With each breath, let the space get larger and larger. Allow yourself to rest and be in that space in the present. If a thought appears, gently refocus on the space that you have created. Tell yourself that it is okay to just be. Remain in this calm space as long as you like.